Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Would you please introduce yourself to ladies and gentlemen of the jury by telling them your name?
Joshua Luckish.
And Mr. Luckich, what do you do for a living, sir?
I own a screen printing and T-shirt and sign company,
And what is the name of that screen printing and sign company?
Mateo Graphics.
And where is that business particularly located?
Hancock Bridge Parkway.
And do you know a gentleman by the name of Wade Wilson?
Yes.
How do you know him?
An acquaintance through a friend of mine who had a business down in Conkey.
Now, I'd like to direct your attention specifically to the 7th of October of 2019. What were you doing that day?
It was a normal business day. I was just dealing with clients that morning.
And so were you at your business at that time?
Yes.
Would that be at 2309 Hancock Bridge Parkway?
Yes.
Did there come an occasion when you came into contact with Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Would you please describe for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury how that came about?
Wade came in a black car. He backed up to one of the buildings on the property there, and he came up to my truck, my vehicle, when I was on the property, and I was with a client at that time, so I told him to give me a moment, and I'll be right with him. And once I went into the building, he was there trying to get a plane ticket or a bus ticket or whatever he could from me to leave town.
Now, when you saw Mr. Wilson, could you please describe for us what he was wearing at that time?
He was wearing sweatpants only, no shoes, no shirt. He was bloody, and he was missing a couple of teeth.
Could you please describe for ladies and gentlemen of the jury what his demeanor was?
His demeanor was frantic, in a rush to leave as quickly as he could, because he had just done something horrific and killed people.
When he was speaking to you and asking you for your assistance, did that give you any cause for concern?
Not right away, and once I took a look at him again, I started to believe what he was saying.
And what exactly was he saying to you?
He said he killed people, and he rolled up someone in a carpet or bedding or whatever it was, and that he also needed to get out of town. He needed a plane ticket and a bus ticket or anything he could.
So was he frantically asking you for assistance?
Yes.
Was he pacing back and forth inside of your business?
Inside of the building, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And were you inside that business at the same time that
Yes.
he was? Were you two the only two people in that building
Yes.
at the time? When he was asking you for your assistance to leave, to get that plane ticket, how were you responding to him?
I responded to him by telling him that a friend of mine called and said that he was beating up Mila in the parking lot that morning. And I confronted him on that. I said, if that's all that it is, you're okay if you guys just got into a fight. But then he continued to talk crazy as far as, no, you don't understand, I killed people. And once it kind of set in, I threw a cigarette at him. I said, why don't you smoke a cigarette? I'll be right back.
Now, at that time, were you frightened?
Yeah.
And you were scared?
Yes.
Were you unsure of Mr. Wilson's intentions at that point towards you?
No.
What did you do at that point in time when you threw him a cigarette and told him to relax?
I told him that I needed to go pick up an employee of mine at a job down the road, and I would be back.
Was that just an excuse to separate yourself from Mr. Wilson that morning?
Yes,
Is your business also equipped with video
yes,
camera surveillance?
yes.
Now, what did you do after you left Mr. Wilson's company and went outside?
I drove to my other building, which is adjacent to 2309, 160 Hunter Boulevard. It has a big concrete wall around it. And I called the police at that time when I was at the other building and let them know that everything that he just came in and said.
Judge, let the record reflect, I'm showing defense counsel some previously marked as State's Exhibit number 2.
Okay.
Permission to approach, Judge.
You may.
Mr. Lucas, I'm handing you some previously marked as State's Exhibit number 2. I asked you to take a look at that item and see if you recognize that.
Yes,
How do you recognize that?
this is my business.
Okay. Is that photograph fairly and accurately depict your business back on the 7th of October of 2019?
Yes, it does.
State would move State's Exhibit number 2 in evidence, Judge.
Any objection?
No objection.
Be admitted.
Permission to publish, Judge?
You may.
Thank you. So this photograph would be taken from the road there on Hancock Bridge Parkway, and then your buildings is in the back. Is that correct?
Yes, there's two buildings. There's one on the left side, and then there's another one behind the water tower. So there's two buildings on that site, and he came to the building number 2 behind the water tower.
Okay. Now, you indicated that you'd contacted 911. Is that correct?
Yes,
Judge, let the record reflect, I'm showing defense counsel some previously marked as State's Exhibit number 1. Commissioner approach, Judge.
You may.
Mr. Lucas, I'm handing you been marked as State's Exhibit number 1. I asked you to take a look at that item. Do you recognize that?
yes.
How do you recognize that?
This is what I signed off on the 911 call.
And does that 911 call fairly and accurately depict your conversation with the 911 operator on the 7th of October of 2019?
Yes, it does.
Judge of State will move State's Exhibit number 1 into evidence at this time.
Any objection?
No objection.
Be admitted.
Permission to publish, Judge?
You may. 911, what is your emergency?
I have a very unstable man that's, I guess, wanted at my office, 2309 Hancock Bridge Parkway. He's got tattoos, he's shirtless, he's killed some people, and he just hurt a girl, 2309 Hancock Bridge Parkway. Okay.
Okay. What is the phone number you're calling from?
239-313-8164.
Okay, what is your name?
Josh,
Your last
L-U-K-I-T-S-C-H.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
The gentleman's name is Wade something. I have no idea. I went back to my office, my place of business there, and he was there. He was just a cordial friend of a friend associate. He's just did something bad, I guess. He was running from somebody, but I need to get him out of my place. And he's saying he's done all these crazy things, killed somebody and has a stolen car there. It's very odd. Very, very odd.
All right, one moment while I put this information.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, one moment, sir.
Okay, there was an incident that happened at Legacy, or at, across the street downtown at Legacy Harbor this morning
Okay, all right, one moment.
at a place called Mila Spa.
Okay, I have a call for dispatch. I just have a few additional questions as well to look at the time response. Give me one moment.
All right, thank you.
Okay, well, weapons involved are mentioned.
Yeah, he said he stabbed somebody, I guess.
Can you know what kind, can you describe the weapon to me?
I have no idea with that. He was in my shop. I just left. I'm right around the block. I don't feel safe with this guy there. He won't leave. Driving a little black Nissan car. There's a business right next to it called Wanted Dead or Alive Towing. He's inside of a blue warehouse.
Okay. Okay, I need to get the person's description. Is he white, black, or Hispanic?
He's white, he's about 6'2", he has tattoos, left arm, full sleeve tattoos on his chest. He's not wearing a shirt right now.
Not wearing a shirt.
He's not wearing a shirt right now.
What color pants?
I think he was wearing jeans.
How old is he? About how old is he?
I would say 25, 26.
And you said his name was Wade?
Wade, yeah, I don't know his last name, but I know his name's Wade.
How did he arrive?
In a black car, in a black metal four-door car, Nissan car. He was already there as I pulled into my shop. It was surprisingly scheduled.
Are you or anyone else in danger right now?
I'm sure anybody is around him right now.
Okay, do not approach the person.
I think I saw I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay, go ahead.
I'm at 160 Hunter Boulevard, which is my other property right behind the one I just gave you, the address. So, I mean, that's where I'm at. If you want a copy, come or someone else. Well, if they're already there or whatever, I can't see over the wall.
Okay, one moment. approach the person, do not disturb anything at the scene. An officer will be dispatched as soon as possible. Do you want an officer to contact you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay, call us back immediately if anything changes, if you have any further information, or if you leave.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you. Bye.
Now, Mr. Luckett, you also indicated that your business has video surveillance. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Let the record reflect, I'm showing defense counsel some proofs and marked as State's Exhibit number 3. Permission to approach.
You may.
I'm handing you with some proofs and marked as State's Exhibit number 3. So you take a look at that item and see if you recognize that.
Yes, I do.
How do you recognize that?
This is the video footage I signed off on.
Okay, does that video footage fairly and accurately depict the video of Mr. Wilson arriving at your place of business on the 7th of October of 2019?
Yes, it does.
At this time, Judge, the state will move State's Exhibit number 3 in evidence.
Any objection?
Objection.
Be admitted.
Permission to publish, Your Honors.
You may.
Now, Mr. Luckett, when you had made that 911 call, you indicated that you went to a property behind the Mateo's Graphic, is that correct?
Yes.
Where did you go after you made that 911 call?
I stayed at 160 Hunter Boulevard until the officers called me back over to 2309 Hancock because they could not find him in the building. So I walked through the building with them to kind of show them some nooks and crannies that he could have been. And from there on throughout the day into the later hours, I was at Hancock with the officers.
And Mr. Wilson was nowhere to be found, is that correct?
No.
Did you know where he went?
No.
Okay. Do you see Mr. Wilson here in the courtroom today?
Yes.
Would you please point him out and describe an article of clothing that he's wearing?
He's right there in the blue jacket.
Judge, let the record reflect Mr. Luckett is identified, Mr. Wilson.
Okay.
And did everything you testified to occur here in Lee County, sir?
Yes.
Thank you, Judge. I have no further questions at this time.
Mr. Luckett, we saw the video. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Yeah.
Okay. We saw the video of him getting out of a car. He went in through a door. Is that the entrance to your business?
To that building business, yeah.
Okay. Or are there multiple entrances?
There's multiple entrances, yeah.
You described him as, let me ask you something. How well did you know Mr. Wilson?
I didn't know him very well. He was an employee at a friend of mine, marina in Conch Key, and
Down in the Keys?
down in the Keys, and I've only met him maybe a handful of times before that.
Let me ask you, if you were acquaintances, why would he go to you to get money for a ticket or a plane?
I have no idea.
You said that there were just the two of you. Wasn't there a third employee in the building?
No.
There were- You said he was frantic. Could you describe that more?
He was pacing around,
Kind of manic?
getting back and forth close to my person, and needing a ticket, any kind of ticket, bus ticket, money, or anything. And I told him I couldn't help him.
Okay. And did he lash out at you when you said you couldn't help him?
No.
You said he was talking crazy. What did you mean?
Crazy as far as, no, you don't understand, Josh, I killed people last night.
Did he say he stabbed those people?
I don't recall.
Did he ever work for you?
No.
During the 911 call, there was no mention of him being covered in blood. Did you leave that out?
I don't remember
But the 911 call would be the best.
to refer.
Right.
Sure.
Okay. May I have a moment, Judge?
You may.
Goes with either of those videos?
I wouldn't. I don't know if the audio is with it. No.
This is your video system, security system, right?
Right.
You don't know if it records sound?
No, I don't.
How long have you been in that location?
That video system was actually taken from a tenant's video system, wanted dead or alive, on my property.
I'm sorry, explain that again?
The tenant
Yeah,
from the building that we were renting to, it was wanted dead or alive. It was in the 911 call.
All right. That was the towing company.
Right.
All right. Did Mr. Wilson live at your condominium?
No, he did not live there.
Did he visit there?
He has maybe been there once or twice before that.
And what, he stayed maybe a week or 2 weeks, or?
Not at my property, no.
Nothing further, Judge.
All right. Any redirect?
Briefly, Judge. Mr. Luggage, when you described Mr. Wilson talking crazy, was that because of what he was telling you or how he was telling it to you?
It's pretty crazy what he was telling me.
Thank you. No further questions, Judge.
Okay.
No,
All right.
no recross.
You may step down, sir.
We're going to ask that he be excused.
No objection.
All right, he's excused.